Dominican-born Carolina Beltry is a 30-year-old mother who earns a minimum wage working for Job Corps, a training program for high school dropouts. She used to live in a studio apartment with no light, no washing machines, no garden, and no computer. Now she has all of those things and more.
I love the vacation because I have a space, there's a beautiful furniture here. So, my refrigerator, brand new.
Beltry and about 100 others were selected to live at Intervale Green, an environmentally friendly low-income housing complex in the Bronx, a borough of New York City. It's located at what was once the epicenter of poverty, violence, and urban blight, and it rents apartments to low-income and formerly homeless families. It's the largest affordable green housing development in the country, with 2 green roofs, insulated windows that save on heating costs, energy-efficient lighting, appliances, tiles, and flooring. Nancy Bieberman is the founder of WEDCO, a nonprofit organization that conceived and built the complex.
Environments profoundly affect people, for the good and ill. And lots of the folks who live here come from really terrible environments, really bad housing, and they don't see their homes as their sanctuaries in the way that, most of us think, my home is my castle, however little it is.
Residents are selected from thousands of applicants and put through credit checks, criminal record examinations, and finally, a home visit. Once they arrive at Intervale, they find a building with 24-hour security, gardens, a community room, and artwork, all of it made from recycled material. Beltry says living here has improved her mood.
Now I told somebody that called me, I said, listen, I feel most beautiful now because I am in a beautiful place. When I wake up happy. When I go home, I get home happy too.
The building offers classes on how to live in a more environmentally friendly way. If the development proves cost-effective, New York State may subsidize more like it in other low-income neighborhoods throughout the region. Paige Collick, VOA News, New York.